Hi friends, hope all of you are doing good. Moving forward with a series of videos on Vedic Astrology, today we are going to present the basic criteria which supports a successful career in film industry. So guys, let's start with this video. We all know that the glamorous world of cinema has always attracted millions of us. Today, many youngsters aspiring to become actors and get fame and popularity like their favorite film stars are trying to get into the film industry. There is unlimited talent in this world, but everybody is not lucky to achieve great success in this career and become big stars like Amitabh Bachchan or SHAHRUKH Khan, Angelina Jolie or George Clooney. Actually, planets play a very supportive role to achieve success in this glamour world. Clearly, movies are pivotal sources of entertainment and gossip. Both Bollywood and Hollywood actors and stars are the royalty of celebrities. People love to talk about movies, movie stars, even box office reviews and collections of movies. We often talk about their lifestyles, and youths are the most influenced to have a career in film industry. From Vedic astrology point of view, to become successful in film industry, we need to check some of the basic important features in the D1 or birth chart. These factors which I am focusing upon justifies in most of the charts. So let's start with the planets and houses involved to be successful in acting. First of all, we have to focus on the self or the ascendant. The ascendant or its lord should be strong in the birth chart to become a film star, as the ascendant in a birth chart provides an influential personality, and people will remember the person for a long time, which is the most important quality for people aspiring to make a career in the field of acting. Secondly, the person will be able to earn the livelihood in the field of acting if the 5th house or its lord is strong and forms a relationship with the 10th house or its lord or the nakshatras related to the planets in 10th house in the birth chart. The 5th house is the house of entertainment and cinema, and the 10th house is the house of occupation. The interests, skills and self-effort of a person are recognized by the 3rd house. Artistic and creative skills within a person come from this house. A person will be a good actor if the 3rd house forms a relationship with the 5th house or its lord in the birth chart. Similarly, if the ascendant or ascendant lord is in relationship with the 3rd house, the person will be very good in acting. He will get fame through media and communication, which are the properties of the 3rd house. Now let's focus on the important planets involved. A person should have a strong willpower to become an actor, and Moon is the karaka of this quality. Venus is a planet associated with artistic skills. Both the planets connecting with the 5th house or its lord in the birth chart will create the yoga to make a career in the field of acting. In addition to this, Mercury becomes the karaka of voice, and if it forms a relationship with Moon and Venus, then the native will have a good dialogue delivery. Venus is originally considered as a planet of luxury, winsome, pleasure, entertainment and beauty. The person will earn success in the field of entertainment when Venus forms a relationship with the 5th house or its lord. But this criteria may not be fulfilled in 100% of the cases. If the periods of planets placed in the 5th, 3rd and 10th house match well, then the person will achieve success. Age does not matter for people who want to make their career in this field, because every age group plays different character. Last but not the least, talent and strong fortune are the key assets in this field. So let's analyze some of the famous celebrity charts to understand these 8 factors. This is the chart of REKHA, who is one of the famous and glamorous diva of Bollywood. She is known for her versatile acting skills and is acknowledged as one of the finest actresses in Hindi cinema. As per her chart, she is a Sagittarius ascendant with ascendant Lord Jupiter exalted in the 8th house. Thus the ascendant Lord is very strong. In this chart, the 5th house Lord Mars is strongly positioned in the ascendant in his friendly sign, Sagittarius. Now let's go to check the 5th and 10th house connections as well. The 5th house Lord Mars is placed in Uttarashar Nakshatra ruled by Sun. So if you see in the chart, you will find that the Sun is placed in the 10th house. Now let's check the 3rd house and its connection with the ascendant and 5th house. A 3rd Lord Saturn placed in the 11th house, and from there it aspects the ascendant as well as the 5th house Lord Mars in it. Moon, Mercury and Venus connection with the 10th house or its Lord is also very important for good acting skills. Here we find that the 10th house Lord is Mercury. Sun placed in the 10th house is in the Hasta Nakshatra, whose lord is Moon, and the 10th house lord Mercury is sitting in the Venusian sign of Libra. Also, one thing should be noted that the sign Libra and Aquarius play a very important role in acting career. Thus, the Moon, Venus and Mercury connection has also been established here. Further going ahead, I will also be using the Gemini system along with the Parashari to come to a definite conclusion. As per Gemini, Venus is in the fixed sign of Scorpio, and 5th house is ruled by the movable sign Aries. Hence, both the 5th house and Venus fully aspect each other. This is because the movable signs aspect the fixed signs as per Gemini aspects. Thus, the points mentioned earlier gets fulfilled in this chart. Both Parashari and Gemini systems should be utilized to come to a definite conclusion. Let's analyze another chart. This is a chart of Academy Award-winning actress Nicole Kidman, who has starred in a wide array of Hollywood films like The Dead Calm, The Hours, etc. She is an Australian-American actress who is the heartthrob of many youngsters. In her chart, we can see that she is a Libra rising with ascendant Lord Venus well placed in the Kendra, that is the 10th house in a creative sign of Cancer. When the ascendant Lord is placed in Kendra from ascendant, it strengthens the ascendant. Her 5th house Lord Saturn is placed in 6th house, which is an Upachya house, and Saturn gives very good result in Upachya houses, that is 3, 6, 10 and 11. Jupiter from 10th house aspects the 5th house Lord Saturn by its 9th aspect. Moreover, her Jupiter placed in 10th house in Pushya Nakshatra ruled by Saturn. There is a well-established connection between 5th and 10th houses seen. Going forward with the 3rd Lord, which is Jupiter, aspects the 5th house Lord Saturn. The ascendant Lord Venus is in conjunction with the 3rd Lord Jupiter in the 10th house. Now let's check the connection of Moon, Mercury and Venus with 10th house or its Lord. And we find that the 10th house is ruled by Moon's sign Cancer. Venus placed in the 10th house, and the 10th Lord Moon is in the nakshatra of Jyeshtha, ruled by Mercury. Lastly, Venus sitting in movable sign Cancer fully aspects the 5th house occupied by a fixed sign Aquarius as per Gemini aspects. Thus, we can see that in this chart, the basic factors are getting fulfilled to become an actor. Going forward with another chart, this is the chart of Shahrukh Khan, also known as SRK. He is referred to as the Badshah of Bollywood or King Khan. He has appeared in more than 80 Bollywood films and earned numerous accolades including 14 Filmfare Awards. He has a significant following in Asia and the Indian diaspora worldwide. In terms of audience size and income, he has been described as one of the most successful film stars in the world. Now coming to his chart, we find that his ascendant is Leo, ruled by Sun. Now Sun is debilitated in 3rd house in the sign of Libra. So you people may think that this is negation of the first criteria of the ascendant Lord being strong. So let's check whether the Sun is getting a Nij Bhanga Raj Yoga or not. One of the factors for Nij Bhanga is that the planet which gets exalted in Libra, that is Saturn, should be well placed in Kendra from Lagna. Here we can see that Saturn is in its Mool Trikon sign Aquarius with Digbala placed in the 7th house, that is Kendra house from Lagna. Moreover, Jupiter's benefic aspect on Sun adds feather to the cap, indicating a Nij Bhanga Raj Yoga being formed, thus strengthening the ascendant and its Lord. Further, the 10th house Lord Venus is placed in 5th house, showing 5-10 connection. The 3rd house Lord is also Venus, placed in 5th house. The 3rd house occupied by a movable sign, Libra, and the 1st house occupied by fixed sign Leo, aspect each other as per Gemini system. For Moon, Mercury and Venus connection, we find that Mercury is aspecting the 10th house. Venus is the 10th house Lord, and as per Gemini, Moon from Capricorn aspects the 10th house sign or Taurus. Lastly, Venus is placed in the 5th house itself. Thus, the basic parameters have been fulfilled in this chart as well. Let's take another chart to again clarify the factors. This is the chart of one of the famous American actor, Leonardo DiCaprio. He has been nominated for numerous awards and has won 3 Golden Globe Awards. In this chart, we find that the ascendant is Virgo, with its Lord Mercury placed in the 2nd house in a friendly sign of Libra, along with the 2nd house Lord Venus. Thus, ascendant Lord is in a good position. 2nd house is also the house of wealth. The 5th house Lord Saturn is placed in the 10th house. the third house occupied by a fixed sign Scorpio and the fifth house occupied by a movable sign Capricorn fully aspect each other as per Gemini aspects, showing a 3-5 connection. The third house Lord Mars is in conjunction with ascendant Lord Mercury. The 10th house has a sign of Gemini ruled by Mercury aspected by Moon from dual sign Virgo. Moreover, Venus is in conjunction with 10th Lord Mercury in 2nd house, thus proving the connection of Moon, Mercury and Venus with 10th house and its Lord. Here Venus hardly makes a connection with the 5th house or its Lord Saturn, but in Vedic astrology we do accept the retrograde planets aspect from the previous house. So if we see here, Saturn is retrograde in the 10th house, so it will also act from the 9th house as well. So if we consider this fact, then as per Gemini, Venus and 5th house Lord Saturn aspect each other. Thus, in this chart also, the basic parameters for acting career gets fulfilled. Other than these basic parameters, the influence of certain planets like Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury indicates various streams of acting like comedy, action, negative roles, etc. Also, the extent of fame and wealth depends upon Raj Yogas and Dhana Yogas formed in the charts. In addition to this, the role of Navamsha and D10 chart also plays an important role in determining one's career into acting. But we can only move forward to check the D9 and D10 charts if and only if the D1 chart promises the acting career. So I have dealt with the D1 chart to indicate that promise first. Hope you guys have liked it. Stay connected with us for more such informative and exciting videos. Bye.